So I'm spending today just kind of cleaning up my movie collection. I wanted to do this video for a while. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it now, and that is my Disney Movie Club collection of DVDs and Blu-rays. Kind of showing you everything I got. If you don't know what Disney Movie Club is, quick little backstory here. It was a membership program where they would give you like a deal, and you would pay like you pay like $5. You get 5 movies for $5 of your choice. They'd send them to you, and then but by doing that, you'd pay a contract that said, hey, you had about 3 years, you would have to buy 5 Disney movies at full price. Now, Disney owns a lot of stuff, so that was pretty easy. And they had exclusive Blu-rays and all this stuff. They shut that down, and with all the bad news about Disney stuff, I thought it was time I made this video kind of showing off everything. So there's a few other bonus items that connect to other things I'm about to show you, so that's cool. Let's start with the DVDs. I think this stuff is kind of some of my most disappointing stuff. Let's get into this. So I got DuckTales Volume 4. DuckTales had a weird case, okay, because like a lot of Disney afternoon shows, what they did is they were releasing volume sets, and they did like 3 volumes, and then they did the DuckTales movie as a Disney Movie Club exclusive that they eventually released wide. I'm not sure why they did exclusive first and why. It was weird. I don't understand that, but but what was annoying about these volume sets is they did it for Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale is a Blu-ray set that's not a Disney Movie Club exclusive, but for a while we didn't have the whole Chip and Dale series. We had like one more season for them to put out for Gargoyles and Darkwing Duck, and they just didn't do it. And it was so infuriating to a lot of us fans. But for whatever reason, DuckTales randomly, they're like, here's Volume 4 as a Disney Movie Club exclusive. And I didn't collect the volume sets. What I did collect was this, which I hate that this is like this. I don't know how it ended up like that. I think it got shipped to me like that, and I couldn't turn it. I forget the whole reason. It's fine enough that I can still use it, but it's got all the volume sets in it. It's got the DuckTales movies in it. This has volumes 1 through 3 in it. It shows you on the back, volumes 1 through 3, DuckTales the movie. So 70 episodes plus movie, and then you got the thing right here. So it's a whole series on DVD, which is pretty sweet, in 2 nice packages. And since this has like a yellow spine, I like that these kind of, even though this wasn't a Disney Movie Club exclusive, they kind of go together really nice. So I love that a lot. So that's cool. I'm sliding that back on the shelf now. We got the Kim Possible Seasons 1 and 2 DVD sets. I think there was 4 seasons of the show, 3 seasons. I can't remember. I didn't watch the whole series. I think they announced like Kim Possible's coming back or something like that. I can't remember. I'm kind of waiting for something like that to happen to go through the whole series again. Or, well, not again, for the first time. But as right now, I haven't done it yet. But, yeah, these are really nice sets. They're a little more bulky than they need to be, but they look nice. 3 disc and each individual little small cases that slide into this nice set here. And these are really nice. Clean cases and everything. They did these for 2 seasons and never put out the rest. Disney and their TV shows are so bizarre because, like, they would just release, like, here's a few seasons of a show and then nothing else. Or we get something like Chip and Dale randomly that got a Blu-ray. Or we get, like, The Proud Family that got a DVD. I think those were tie-in releases, but it still was like, oh, so we're going to start getting stuff? No. It's just bizarre. I don't like any of that. It's crazy. Mr. Boogedy and Bride and Boogedy. This is a weird, like, this is, I think, what was it? Like, it was an old show that Disney used to do. Now, I forget what year these are. These are from the 80s. I forget the whole deal with these, but basically they're like Halloween specials. I actually really enjoy these, and I did a video on them on my second channel a few years back. And I really enjoy these. This is I was actually going for a while before Disney Movie Club shut down. I was going to go for a complete Disney Movie Club DVD collection as complete as I can get it, because I think there was stuff that was out of print by that point. But I realized this was the only one I would keep, and a few of these animated things, so I never completed that. And I think the ones I did have, I gave to family members or got rid of, but because it was just taking up space, and I wasn't ever gonna watch some of that stuff. It was a waste of money. Should never done it, but lesson learned. Got Doug's first movie. Nickelodeon never released the complete series of their version of Doug. Because if you don't know what Doug was like one of the first Nicktoons. But it was one of those weird things. I don't even know how this happened. Like, it's still mystery, because in modern world, this would never happen. Basically, the show got canceled. Disney bought the rights somehow. And then they kept making Doug, but Doug on Disney. But it was like a different version of Doug. Like, a lot of the people like Doug don't like the Disney one. And, Nickelodeon one is the one that's fondly remembered. But the Doug one is the one that, the Disney one is the one that got the movie. But it's kind of this weird thing where Nickelodeon didn't release their version of the series on DVD. And Disney never released their version of the series on DVD. So, you can stream the Disney one, I think, on Disney Plus. I haven't done it because I only remember watching the Nickelodeon one. But it's kind of this weird scenario where you can't watch one of them and you watch the other and you can't buy it. I don't know. The only thing that we have is this movie, which is not very good, but I like Doug, so I have it. Sue me. The Weekenders, Volume 1 and Volume 2. This is a really cool DVD set, because each set here, this one has like 19 episodes, which is Season 2. I don't know why Disney does this, where they call them volumes when they're seasons. Like, just call it what it is, season blank. But they don't do that. Don't ask me why. But, both of these, there's about 39 episodes on these DVDs. And if you buy both these, it's a whole series. So I have the whole series of The Weekenders, which show I heard a lot of people talk about. I watched the series on these. It's a fun enough show. I'm not rewatching it a whole lot, but it's a fun show. It's nice to support Disney when they're like, yes, we will put out the whole series of something. And I try to do it as much as I can with some of their animated stuff, because I just want so many of their animated shows. Like, why do we not have an Owl House or Amphibia Complete Series box set? That would print you money, but yet they don't do it. So here we are. Now we'll get into their animated stuff, and then we'll do the Blu-ray stuff. This one was not fully exclusive, but it's kind of exclusive. Essentially what this was, you can see here, it says Movie Club exclusive. Mickey Mouse was having an anniversary, and Fantasia 2000 have been out of print for years, so they reprinted them on Disney Movie Club with the bonus of including Celebrating Mickey, which, if you didn't know what Celebrating Mickey was a collection of like 13 Mickey Mouse shorts on Blu-ray, which is kind of insulting, by the way, because Warner Brothers puts out like 50 set Looney Tunes collections on Blu-ray for like $20, and this was like a $20 Blu-ray with only 13 cartoons. A little insulting, but it was nice to have Fantasia and Fantasia 2000 again. And there's rumors that we're supposed to get that in 4K. I think it actually has a 4K remaster that's screened like in theaters, in some like art house theaters and stuff. I pray we get a 4K Blu-ray of that. I would totally buy that, but I don't know. Disney's physical media stuff seems quite dire these days. Now let's get into these ones. We got Saludos Amigos and the Three Caballeros. Pretty cool to have both these on Blu-ray. I actually enjoy one more than the other, but still. Make My Music. This is one of the worst Disney animated movies. It's one of their old compilation movies, and it's very, very heavily censored even on this version. But it was kind of nice to have those, and Melody Time as well, because these were out of print for a long time, and they were starting to go for money on DVD. And it's not a good sign when things start going for money on DVD, because it's a sign, hey, let's upgrade this to Blu-ray, and it's just taking too long. So nice that those exist out there. Unfortunately, now they're out of print again, so that sucks. But at least I got them before they were gone. There's one missing here. I thought I grabbed it. Oh, I did. Okay. I got the couple Winnie the Pooh movies, Pooh's Grand Adventure and Piglet's Big Movie. Nothing more to say about that. You know, Winnie the Pooh's Winnie the Pooh. It's classic. You gotta love it. Black Cauldron. This was not one that was like the other ones I showed you where it was out of print for a while. This was actually pretty still available for a while. But luckily, this got reprinted on Blu-ray because, you know, it was one of those movies that were, you know, we're ever going to get Black Cauldron. If you know this movie, it's a big box office bomb. I like Black Cauldron. It's one of my maybe top 20 favorite Disney movies. Is it really that good? No, but I'm really into fantasy stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that just appeals to my sensibilities, whether it's that great or not. Goofy movies 1 and 2. This is some of the stuff that was that when I heard about this and I wasn't a part of Disney Movie Club, made me upset because Goofy movie is a classic. I see so many damn people wearing Goofy movie shirts, Power Lounge jackets out in the wild like all the time. I'm always complimenting their bags and their shirts. People love a Goofy movie. And yet, we don't have, like, Blu-rays of this that you can buy out there in the wild. Disney never did it. Except for Disney Movie Club exclusives. And, you know, I think some of these, I understand why they're behind a paywall. Especially some of these live-action ones I'm going to show you. But it felt like some of these are like, you could just make money. And it'd be really great. And I always imagine them putting these in a double feature on Blu-ray together and make a great set. And they never did it. And it was horrible. But at least I got them. Because this is one of my favorite movies ever. This one, I don't really rewatch that much. But I do love this movie quite a bit. So, love that movie. Old Yeller. Or, wait, that's not Old Yeller. Old Yeller. This one's cool because it's got a slipcover. I had actually never seen this movie before. I didn't think this movie held up as much as people had told me. This is a sad story, actually. My grandma moved a few states away, and we were going to watch this together. We never did it before she moved away. And now, when she come to visit, she never has the time to watch anything with me, whether it's in the theater or at home, so we just don't do it. I watched this finally without her, because I gave up, and not the classic that people told me it was, so it's an okay movie. I don't know. I'm going to rewatch it one day. Maybe I watched it in the right mindset, but I didn't care for it. I mean, I get why people love it. You know, it's sad when the dog dies and all that stuff, but it's not that great of a movie. So, Apple Dumpling Gang. I really wish we had gotten the second one on Blu-ray, even though the second one's not that good. I do have, so right here, yeah, I'll pull this out. I have this Don Knotts collection that has the second one and a couple other movies he did with Disney, like Hot Lead and Cold Feet. I always forget how to say that. And then Gus. So I have those in that Don Knotts collection. Love Don Knotts. R.I.P. You know, still miss them. But this is a fun, really enjoyable classic to me. This is one of the older Disney movies that actually, in my mind, still holds up. Even if it's not great. In some areas, but I still love that movie. That's one of the ones my grandparents showed me as a kid, and I really grew to, you know, I always miss visiting my grandma. She lived out in the desert, and so she lived in a small town, and we'd go during the summer to go visit her for a week, and we would sit and watch movies, and she showed me so many classic movies. There's more in the stack, and I just miss that so much. You know, I mean, even now when she's busy more. Now that she's older, I'm busy more than I'm older. I mean, I can't make a week to go and get away from everybody for, you know, go on vacation and go, you know, off time work. It's just, it's sad. It's sad. Anyways, let's get into these. This one's not a Disney Movie Club exclusive, but I want to show you this because I want to address something with these. I am actually going to get rid of this. This is going to my get rid of pile because I watched this to do a video on I wanted all the Freaky Friday movies, and this was a really bad movie. It's not good. This is one of the ones that, like, yeah, this doesn't hold up as a Disney movie. But this one really does hold up for, it has an early 2000s vibe in a way that doesn't feel like it's dated. It feels like a time capsule. And that's kind of what makes it hold up to me in my mind. But it's kind of annoying that you cannot go and buy this on Blu-ray because it's a Disney Movie Club exclusive that went out of print. But you can go buy the sequel. I don't understand, like, when they put this out, like, why didn't they do a double pack with both movies? Make it easier for you to buy both movies. Could have done a Blu-ray for $20 of just this movie, and then a double pack for $25 or $30, and then you got both of them. It doesn't make sense, but at least I have it, unlike other people, which I'm not even saying that to brag. I genuinely feel bad if you're not able to get that. These still hold up really well, both Parent Traps, and I like these, so I have those. Blackbeard's Ghost. This movie just always sounded cool to me. I had no idea what it was about. Turns out this is a really weird movie about, I assumed it was like a pirate movie. It's not actually like a pirate movie. It's about a guy who's seeing Blackbeard's ghost, and he starts doing these weird things with it. It's a weird movie, but, like, kind of in a way that, like, it's a time capsule that's dated, but I kind of have fun with. I don't know. Rocket Man. I actually need to get rid of that one. I'm not keeping that. That movie's not good. Actually, we'll talk about these together. Watcher in the Woods and Something Wicked They Become. These are scary as fuck Disney movies. And I'm sure some of you will be like, scary as fuck Disney movies? What are you talking about? Trust me. You're creepy as sin. I need to do videos around Halloween for these. These might be second channel Halloween videos. Because I like to review stuff on my main channel during Halloween and stuff on my second channel. And these might be the ones I do on my second channel. Because there's no reason to really do it on my main channel. So, Return to Oz. This is another scary as fuck Disney movie. I mean, just look at that dude right there. What the fuck? I'll Be Home for Christmas. Listen, I know there's people out there who probably don't like this movie. Think it's kind of dated. I get it. I kind of enjoy it as a fun Christmas movie. It has some funny moments. I really liked the first time I watched it. Didn't like it as much the second time. But I still kind of enjoyed that movie. It's a fun Christmas movie. The Kid. This is a movie that is kind of like another like Sixth Sense type movie. Basically involves Bruce Willis seeing like a version of himself that's younger and this whole dilemma. It sounds more interesting than it actually is, but it's Bruce Willis, and I love Bruce Willis. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. This was done by the director of Mary Poppins. It's not as good as Mary Poppins. It's still kind of a fun one. I think actually I should end up giving this to my grandma, but I think I still might keep that for me. I don't know. Black Hole. This is one of my favorite Disney movies. It is crazy that this movie exists at all, because this movie is pretty violent. It's pretty dark. It's like Disney's kind of answer to Star Wars. There was a lot of these studios back when Star Wars came out, because Star Wars was an unexpected hit, and they're trying to make their own like version of Star Wars. Disney tried it a few times. This and Tron were that, and they never worked out. But I have so much fun with that movie, despite it being weird and kind of a crazy, odd cult classic in my mind. Flight of the Navigator. This is one of the ones that I was talking about. My grandma showed me. Love this movie. This was one of my favorite. This was my favorite movie for a little while. I don't really rewatch it enough to really say that anymore, but I do really love that movie. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This is my favorite live-action Disney movie. I think it is due for a remake. This movie is awesome, and if you love the book, this is a great adaptation. So, Holes. This is one that everyone likes more than me. Every time I rewatch it, I don't get the love for it the way that some people do. It's a good movie, but I don't really get it as much as some people. That's just. And it's not me saying it's a bad movie. It's just saying it's like, it's not for me, and sometimes that's okay. Davy Crockett movies. This is basically, if you don't know, Disney had this show, which was Davy Crockett, and it was like David Crockett's Fun Adventures or whatever. That's not the name of the show, but that's basically what it was. He was just doing fun adventures. And it was a cool show. It was definitely dated. There's definitely parts of this that would not be the way it is. The stuff with the Alamo and things like that. But the movie is... These are like 2 movies in here. They're kind of fun movies just for the goofiness of them. And I like watching them sometimes. So, and, you know, Three Musketeers. This is such a fun movie. This is like in that era of like Man in the Iron Mask. And this is the one that holds up a lot better to me. And I still kind of have fun with it. George of the Jungle. Man, I wish they'd done George of the Jungle 2. Even though it's vastly inferior, not good. This is such a fun movie, though. I love George of the Jungle. Who does not love George of the Jungle? I bought that back when Brendan Fraser was on his high of, like, The Whale and stuff, and I had a blast with that. So, last thing I want to show you, then we'll end off this video. Tangled Rapunzel's Adventure, or the complete series. This is such a cool set. It's got all 3 seasons and the movie on Blu-ray. I actually got this when they closed for $10, which is crazy because how many episodes are in here? 68 episodes plus the movie. So, which the movie is kind of like a 2-part episode, so it's really like 70 episodes. But very cool. Yeah, I mean, I got like stuff here. I mean, look at that, and then you got these. You know, I'm sure there's people out stacks than me, but Disney Movie Club is such a cool thing. I'm really showing you this to document how cool Disney physical media could be if they kept it going. But sadly, we might be reaching an end of that, and I'm really sad about that. So.